guys, my name is Bharat and I'm the creator of Bharat in Germany. This is the 7th episode of A Day in Life of a Student in Germany, where we show you lifestyles of students studying in different German universities. In this episode we have Anisur with us, who is a bachelor student studying at Gelsenkirchen. Let's get started.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anisur Rehman. I get up around 6 o'clock, between 6 to 7. I don't like to stress myself about a particular time limit. So I get up around 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning. Due to this quarantine thing happening around, all the classes are online, so it actually allows me to get up as late as sometimes even 7 and still get my class in, because the first class that I have is around 8 o'clock, and that's also once a week, so just once a week, so that's not a problem. And the first thing that I like to do is make a tea for myself. It's actually a green tea mixed with some flavors of orange and lemon, which actually makes it drinkable, along with a capsule of Garnicia Cambodia and one another fat burner, which is for health purposes. I like to start my day with a 30-minute walk. I make sure whenever I get out of bed, I make sure to get out of home within the first 15 minutes. So I have 15 minutes to brush my teeth, get this tea in, and then get out. I like to have 15 to 45 minutes of walk every morning. The main reasons that to go out is because I consume around 1 carton of eggs, which is 10 eggs every day, and I buy just one set of that every day so that I don't have it the next day, which makes me get out of bed, which makes me get out of house. After that walk, I'll just come back, smash and scramble the eggs, come sit down, eat for like 10 minutes, and then from there my day starts. So a little bit about me. My name is Anisur Rehman. I am studying currently in the final year of my bachelor program. I am an exchange program student, so I have done already 3 years back in India, and the final year, that is this year, I'm doing here. I came here around one and a half years ago. I studied the German language, passed Testaf till C1. I studied C1, that is C1 level, and I passed Testaf because my program needs me to. It's a German taught program. Yes, I study in a German taught program. The courses are in German and everything, so yeah, it needs me to pass test stuff. And in my last year, currently studying Bachelors Mechanical Engineering, and from there I have two options: either to, after the completion of this year, either to enroll for masters or to go for a job. It depends on various people what they want to do in their life. For me, that was one gateway to get out of India. Not that I have anything against India, but I have always wanted to come to Germany, even since my class 10 days, when I used to see all the cars. Even though my goals have changed dramatically from then I dreamt of being an automobile engineer. Now I don't, because I have other goals in life. And I know some of you were thinking, if you don't want to be a mechanical engineer, what are you doing in Germany? That's because that is my only ticket out of India. And I used that opportunity to come out of India. Yes, I still have to get this degree here. Yes, I still have to work as a mechanical engineer here for at least 2 years until I get my blue card. After that, I can do whatever I want in any other different field, because the German government wants you to serve that country at least 2 years in the same field that you have studied, so that they actually get something out of it. In regards to that, they have offered you free education, because education here is free. You just have to pay a semester contribution fee, which Bharat actually made a video about. If you haven't seen it, go back and see that video. That is a really informative video about 1 week ago. So yeah, that's about it about me. It's still 8:30, which means that I still have more than about 1 hour before the first class starts, which is also perfect for today. The first class starts at 10. So I have enough time to record this thing. So a little bit of apartment tour. I live in an apartment all by my own. I have also lived in WG, Wohngemeinschaft. That's a shared apartment. When I came here, I used to live with 5 people, and I would recommend you guys to start with that too, because A, it's cheaper, B, you get to get your social life and interact with people from different countries and different backgrounds, you can say. You can still have your privacy whenever you want, because your room is separate, right? You just share the kitchen and bathroom and the living space if you have one. I didn't have a living space, my friend had, and I was so jealous. But yeah, and good internet. So 4 different reasons for the Wohngemeinschaft, and I would still recommend you guys to start from it, and then see when you get further in your journey. If you still want to stay that way. I didn't. I wanted a place of my own. So whenever I can get that, I could afford that. Now I do have it. This is the living room where I am currently making this video. A little bit of apartment tour, if you will. So this is the living room where I was making this video. A guest bed, a table, a sofa, chairs. the regal, the cupboard, whatever you want to call it, and a huge window. This apartment doesn't have balcony, but this window almost compensates it. Anyway, there is nothing as good as a balcony though. Lamp, a mirror because I live for big mirrors. Hello. And this is my sleeping room, the Schlafzimmer as they call it. Bed, a chair and a table. This is my study table where I sit and for all the studies and all the work that I do. The wardrobe where I keep all my clothes and with also a big mirror. Hello. Another small cupboard to keep my things, the pre-workouts and stuff, workouts related, grooming related stuffs, and then some other things. The bags that I got from India, this blue one and this one actually, blankets, clothes that I have to get changed into, the weighing scale for obvious reasons, and yep, that is about it for my room. Also, one more thing, that all these furnitures that you see, the bed, the wardrobe, the sofa, all these you don't actually get when you rent an apartment all by your own. Like you get, most of the times you get that in a wage, not when you rent the whole apartment by your own. So I actually had to buy all this stuff. So that's also one more reason to start from a wage, and then because you don't actually have to worry about the furnitures and stuff. It's almost all the time already there, and you just have to bring your own stuffs. And then when you think that you want to move out into an apartment and you are ready to buy all the stuff, and most of the times that when you are sure that you're gonna be spending a considerable amount of time here, then you can consider investing into furnitures and moving out. Yep, that's about it. Moving on to the bathroom. This is the bathroom, really small as compared to my last ones, but kind of does the job. And this is the kitchen. This is the kitchen, the seating area, the table, the chairs, the meal that I have to eat in the next half an hour before the class starts, the stove, the pan from early morning when I cook eggs, the stove, the oven, the microwave and stuff, the place where I keep all my dishes, the place where I keep all my stuffs. Whoops. Me personally, I cook twice weekly. I eat 6 times a day, so it's not actually feasible for me to cook every meal of the day. And even if someone cooks 3 times a day, I think like if you just can get up half an hour earlier and cook for the whole of day, it actually saves you a lot of time. And it's like when you cook in batches, it's not that much time wasted to prepare all the ingredients and stuff, because it's just one time. So I would definitely recommend you to do that. It's actually Wednesday, so that all the meals that I prepared are almost done. You can see the containers lying here, which I would cook and put them into the fridge, and whenever I have to use it, I would just burn them in the microwave, heat them up, and I am ready to go for the rest of the day. I still like to cook my first meal of the day, that's eggs, every day in the morning, because eggs generally don't take that much time. If you're good enough, you can I cook eggs in less than 3 minutes, so yeah, it's not that much time. And I personally do like fresh food in the morning, the first meal of the day, because the steam and everything coming out, the fresh food hits you different, that. So yeah, regarding the eggs, and there's one more troublesome things with the eggs, that eggs tend to go really bad really fast, so you can't actually store them for that long. So that's just the first meal of the day, and the rest of the meal I bring it out from the fridge. That's it from me regarding the meals, guys. I still have to go take a quick shower, eat this meal, and then get ready for the class that's about to start at 10. So I'll see you guys there then.
Die Summe an, das SN 1, das geht ja jetzt als Eingangsgrößen in diesen Unterhalbmarkierer. Wir stoppen das und dann können wir ablesen.
Alright guys, that's a wrap from the studies. Just done with my online class. It's approximately 2 o'clock now. What I would usually do now is I have my third meal of the day ready here. It's actually a wrap with rice, chicken, eggs, and choice of dressing. I would finish that, and while finishing that, I would just accommodate and organize the documents that have been given today in the online classes. That takes about half an hour, and after that I would sit down and learn for another 1 hour. I'm actually preparing right now for my driving license test. Yeah, I've never in my life given a driving test for driving lessons back in India, but yeah, here I have to gave the theory and the practical test. The practical is nothing because I've been driving for the past 10 years. So that's not a concern. The theory, however, is, and that's what I'm learning for here, also in German. Actually, here is my book for it. I don't know if it's in focus. Führerschein. So yeah, that I will study generally for the next 1 hour, take a quick nap of half an hour, and then go to the gym. But today, since I know that most of you guys viewing this channel are students and want to see a part of university, which is actually unfortunately not possible right now because of the situation going on, corona and online classes, I still thought that I would somehow go to the university, skip this learning for today, go to the university for you guys and see what I can get as photos or videos, or just to give a perspective how it looks like. I cannot make any promises though, because I haven't been myself to the university campus in the last over a month actually. I don't even know if it's open, but we'll try. We'll see what I can get. So yep, I will finish this meal, get ready, and see you guys at the campus then. Hey guys, look, I made it. That's the college campus here. Wait, I don't need mask anymore. This is the college Westfälische Hochschule in Gelsenkirchen, where I study mechanical engineering. This is the campus. There's a guy over there doing weird shit I don't know about. And I'll take you through a small tour about it. As you can see, because of the corona stuff, it's absolute silence here. There is literally nobody in the whole of campus. Okay, this is the B block, and as you can see, the whole campus is shut down. Let's see what's... Oh, the door is open. That's cool. That was not expected. There it says it's the B part and the A part. My department is here in the B part. The mechanical department, all the classes is upstairs. This is the typical sign of the Westfälische Hochschule, the W. The lift. The seating areas. The waiting lobby, one of my favorites, where I take most of the photos. And this is the corridor that connects the A block and the B block. It's actually really big. I don't know if it's visible in the camera. It's closed, obviously. And here is the Mensa. Come and eat. Again, from another angle. That was about it from me, guys. I really wish that it was more lively, and this situation, had this situation not been going around, I would have shown you how the real campus looks like, so much lively and so much filled with students. But yeah, I still hope that you got a little bit of perspective of whatever and however things goes around here. And I'm gonna head home now. Running out of time actually. I have to rush home and then head to the gym, so I'll see you guys there then. So we are back and it's almost 5 o'clock now and it's time to go to the gym. So come, I'll take you guys along today and show you guys how it looks like. Now, keeping in mind that you don't actually, oh, my bus is here. You don't actually have to wear a mask in the gym, but you have to on the public transports that are the bus. So yeah, it's just like the gym is around 13 minutes of walk, 15 minutes, but I just saw the timetable and the bus is coming, so why not?
One thing that I'm also really thankful to FedEx is that they don't have the mandatory mask thing, because I can only imagine wearing the mask and working out. And yeah, but the thing is that they have like half the number of machines that they have. That like every alternate machines is like you can't use it, and every alternate machine you can. So to reduce the number of people, and they also allow like just a limited number of people at one time. That's pretty much the changes that they have made after the corona thing. Also the fact that it's just the first weeks after the opening since the corona lockdown, and yeah, the things that one should always like, I should also keep myself reminded that we have to take it slowly, like week after week, to slowly build up to the 100% that we were, because otherwise strange things can happen if you just go ham onto everything. For today's session, guys, it's getting hot here today. 27 degrees today here in Germany. What? But anyway, heading home now, fixing some post-workout meal, and I will see you guys there then.
If there is one thing that I get asked majority of the times, I'm sure Bharat would get similar questions too. It will be revolving around the topics, two things actually. Social life in Germany and job prospects, both part-time and full-time, because many people are also interested in part-time jobs. And I think the most basic answer to both of them would be just learning the language. Just learn the language, guys. If you are planning to, this is my post-workout meal, by the way. Baked potatoes, meat, and a little bit of eggs. I'm really not going to be sharing all the recipes again, because otherwise it would rather be a day in the kitchen instead of being a day in the life. Where was I? Yeah. So regarding the learning the language, start learning it as early as possible, guys. Because wait a second, I'm losing light. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, learn the language, guys. Learn at least until B1 or B2 before coming here. That would be my only suggestion. Because let's compare it like this, guys. If someone is planning to go to America or Canada for their higher studies and they don't know or how to speak English, not very genius, right? It's almost the same thing here in Germany. Like 90% of the population don't speak it, and the majority of the population that does is younger than you. So like this generation is starting to speak English slowly, because they have having more interest now in learning, and more of them are opting that in school. But even your generation or the generation above that doesn't speak English at all. 90% don't. And that's why most of the people who come here in English taught programs without learning German language and without having the intent to learn German along the way face so many problems, because just your class is being carried out in English, just the university, just that 2 or 4 hours or whatever your class time is. After that you have to deal with the German language almost like 20 hours of the day. What are you gonna do then? And that also plays a major role in the job prospects, both in part-time and full-time jobs, because I see many people complaining about the not getting the part-time job during the student life, and that also depends so much on their German language efficiency. Because the more fluent you are in German, the more is the likelihood that you will get hired by a chef anywhere, wherever you apply a part-time job, because then he would not see you as any other German guy who has the same set of skills. Let's say you want to work in a restaurant, and there are no such specific skills required for working in a restaurant, right? Everyone can work there. Just your basic German language skill, if that is enough, you won't be having any problem. And that same thing goes into the regular job prospects after your studies also, because if you both have qualified from the same college and you both know German language, why would he differentiate between you and the other guy? It just doesn't happen. So one more reason to learn German language, even if you're coming in English top programs. And regarding part-time jobs, I personally did a part-time job outside the campus. If you have seen the episode 2 of this a day in the life of the student with Vishal, he said he encouraged you guys to get a part-time job in the on-campus in your same field. To help you with your skills and everything. I have a different approach to that. My thing was that I would get a job outside campus. I got a job in a restaurant as a cook, and I even went on to get a certification in that, and then work as a professional cook. I worked there over a year. And my thing was that I wanted to use this opportunity to get an escape from my normal life, from my academics, and have my mind somewhere else in the evening after I've been done throughout the day in the mechanical department. So that was my escape, and that was my so to say, as my social life. I wanted to meet new people, I wanted to make new friend circle. That was my thing, and that's where it comes down to each their own. Like, if you want to hone your skills and get your skills better, and look a job in your area, in your department, that's really good, that's well, fair enough. But if you're like me, and if you want to have a different mindset at the end of the day, a different to be in a different place mentally and physically, and to be in a different social life, that is the thing you can do. I'm not really recommending you to do one or the other. It's basically a person's decision. I was more interested in having a completely different lifestyle, so I can have my morning routine, my daytime different, and my evening time different. I like to have diversity in my life, so that was mostly the case. Now, regarding the pay, and is it sufficient for your stay as a student here in life in Germany the second year? Because as you guys already know, the first year is already funded, all of it by your blocked account, which was around 8,640 euros when I came here. I think it has been increased. It was 720 euros per month. Now it is 840 or something, somewhere around 800 euros, which I think is fair enough, is good enough, because including your rent, which would be around 350 if you are living in a WG, then you have a lot of money, like more than half of it for your daily expenses, which is a lot. You can pretty much save 200 euros every month, which I did generously. And when you start a part-time job, you can also earn up to 800 euros. I would suggest you guys to get a flexible part-time job and talk to your boss before itself, because most of them knows that a student can come more often when he is free and when it's in the semester breaks, and less often when the exams are going on. One thing I would also suggest you guys is to only work when you have time, and don't make time to work. Always keep your vision on the big fish. Don't get distracted among the small fish, and lose vision of the big fish, guys, because that's why you are here. That's why you have come from India, such a long journey. So yeah, that's it from me. Summing up all the points, or kurz zusammenfassung, as the Germans say here. Learn the language, guys. Get involved in social activities so that you won't have boredom alone at home. And it could be a really big problem if you are first time outside your country, outside your home. And number 3 would be learn cooking. It would save a lot of money from your pocket, and you could save that money and use it for some of your dreams or whatever your goals are in life. And number 4 would be start your prep for Germany really early on, like at least 1 year or a couple of years before even you start thinking of coming to Germany. Start scanning all the information that's available on Google and YouTube. Also for learning the language, you can go to I remember I learned the language from 0 level till B1 in India with just watching YouTube. There is a channel on YouTube, German with Jenny. Now it's renamed as Lingoni, I guess. Jenny has literally hundreds of videos on each and every level, like from A1 to A2, B1, B2, hundreds of videos, guys. And those videos are really informative. I used that and got from A1 to B1 in India itself before coming here. So yeah, that's something you can use to learn the language. So that's it from me, guys. I really hope you got an insight of what a life of a student in Germany looks like. I really wanted to show you guys a lot more, but because of this quarantine thing, I did my best. And a big shout out to Bharat too for providing us the opportunities to show you guys, and providing you guys the opportunities to watch all the things that we do back sitting at the comfort of your homes in India, because I wish that there was something when I was planning to come in Germany, and all I had was my professor, whom I asked how life in Germany is, and all I could get was the brown and white photos from 1980s, and that was all the exposure that I had about life in Germany. So yeah, big shout out to Bharat for creating all these wonderful things. I hope you guys like the video. It's getting dark here. It's almost 9:30, as you can see. I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, smash the like button. Comment down something which you would want to see, especially in the upcoming series of A Day in the Life of the Student. If you want to see a particular scene or anything particular regarding A Day in the Life, and share it with your friends who are planning to come to Germany.
So this was Anisur's day in life. Did you see his apartment, how fancy it was? And you also saw like how he was saving for these things, and he was like saving money from his blocked account and doing part-time job, and he had so much different approaches to different kind of things. That is something I found really interesting, and all of the tips that he shared. He's also a proper bodybuilder, like he is super passionate about it. He has his YouTube channels and Instagram for it. I'm going to link them in the description. If you want to get featured in this series, write us an email at bharat@bharatingermany.com. We are always looking for new students who are just willing to share their lifestyles with us, and we'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.